I'm a 27-year-old living in Canada. I grew up speaking Mandarin and English. 私は日本文化が大好きで、大学では日本語を副専攻し、東京に1年間住んでいました。Maintenant, j'apprends aussi le français. Today I'm going to show you how I usually study French and Japanese. I found that it's easier to study two completely different languages at once. In the past, I tried learning Japanese and Korean together, but it didn't work for me because some words sound very similar and I kept mixing them up. I finally found the perfect study routine that works for me. In the morning, I like to put on a French podcast while making breakfast. It's become one of my favorite things to do while cooking because it helps me to use my time efficiently and keeps me entertained. I don't always understand everything they say, but I think it's a great practice. Plus, I usually struggle to find time just for listening to French podcasts, so this is perfect. The next thing I do is consume something in French. This morning, I was watching a video on how to take a train in Paris. Sometimes it's tricky to find content that matches my level. If it's too fast and professional, I lose interest quickly. But if it's too easy, it feels like I'm not learning much. So far, I've found this channel to be exactly what I'm looking for. While watching, I like to take notes. I actually call this process journaling because I interact with the content and write down my thoughts afterward. If I learn any new words or expressions, I make sentences with them to help with memorization. I've been reading Le Petit Prince for a while now, and you can probably see my sticky notes everywhere. Over time, it's been interesting to notice that I don't need to use them as often anymore, since I've learned more about sentence structure and conjugations along the way. I try not to look up every word, only the ones that really affect my understanding of the story. It is a lengthy process, but the illustrations in the book definitely make it easier for me. Once I finish, I'm planning to get another book in French, which I'm very excited about. Recently, I discovered this app called Anki. I know I'm a bit late to the game, but I started making study cards for the book I've been reading, and it's turned out to be a very effective system. Whenever I come across new words, I can add them to a custom deck I created and review them as many times as I need. It's been a great way to refresh my memory and expand my vocabulary. So far, I've only added about 30 words, but by the time I finish this book, I'll probably have a lot more. Watching anime is definitely a great way to get into Japanese and get familiar with pronunciations. However, if you really want to improve and master daily conversations, Japanese TV shows tend to be more practical. There are many real-life scenarios that have helped me to learn new words and practice conversations. Recently, I've been watching Chastity High on Netflix. I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't watch it for entertainment, so I'm okay with that. By the way, my favorite Japanese TV show is called Brush Up Life. Brush Up Life, I think that's what it's called. It's so good. The key here is to turn on Japanese subtitles. Most of the time I just sit back and watch. I also have this handy notebook that I use for Japanese. If I'm feeling extra productive like today, I stick to my routine of writing down new words and reviewing them throughout the day. I like to keep separate notebooks for each language. It keeps things clear and organized. To effectively study 2 languages at once, it's crucial to make a schedule and set goals. For French, my goal is to reach a conversational level and communicate naturally, while with Japanese, I'm aiming for a higher, more professional level. My approach to Japanese is more relaxed, knowing that by immersing myself in a language like this, I will continue to improve.